Secret agent girl, secret agent girl. They all call me Scarheart, 'cause I told them that's my name. Hey guys, Scarheart here, giving you a behind the scenes look at Alpha Team Castway Crunch. Let's go! First off, I want to tell you guys something funny that happened while I was making this. I was on Skype chatting with Lego Fanatic 123, whom I'll get into his part in this movie in a minute, but I was chatting with him and my cell phone rang, and I picked it up, and the guy had the wrong number, but he sounded exactly like Crunch in mine and his videos. And of course I told him this, and I said, why would Crunch be calling me? And Lego Fanatic 123, having a great sense of humor, said that he was calling me to tell me that he was on an island and needed being picked up. Yep. Lego Fanatic 123 rocks. Anyway. The movie started with a request by Lego Fanatic 123. He has voice acted for me since Alpha Team and The Most Powerful Agent, and we were talking on Skype, and he told me that he would like a video that features Crunch a little bit more, because he does not do Crunch lines very often. And the reason for that is because Crunch is mostly a fill-in character. There isn't very many traits that can really target Crunch on for lines. He does have his moments. I mean, he's an explosives expert, and of course, there's his crush on Radia that I've brought up a couple times to fill things out and to add a little bit of humor. But I told him this, and I said, if you can think of something that can go with the few traits that he actually has, then we'll talk, but I can't think of anything on my own. So we brainstormed a little bit, and out of the sphere of water, which is shown in Machine of Fear, we decided to have him be a castaway. So obviously, as soon as I got this idea, I watched the movie Castaway, and I got a bunch of ideas out of that. I kind of realized that I could make him a castaway, but the important thing was I had to make him have a reason to get back to the agents. And there were three, but one of them didn't get used. The first one was, of course, he wanted to see Radia again. The second one was he loved his work as an agent, and he loved being the explosives expert and head of search and rescue. And the third reason was he wanted to apologize to Cam, which I didn't end up having him apologize, but he was a little rude to her when she's trying to persuade him to tell Radia how he feels about her. And my plan was, in the sickbay scene, Crunch apologizes for that and says he was out of line, and Cam obviously forgives him. She's a nice girl. But I didn't put that in the script because I already knew that the movie was going to be really long. So, yeah. Oh well. One element that I really wanted to play with this one, since I kind of had one of the agents on his own, and I didn't want to just have scenes where Crunch is just talking to himself, is I played with the element of dreams giving messages. I am a very, very, very firm believer that if you are in a most desperate time, dreams can be a great guidance. And really, nothing is going to shift that, so I don't want any comments saying I'm crazy or dreams are just some sort of scientific explanation, blah blah blah. I'm not interested. I'm not going to listen. Even if you agree with me, don't say it. That's not what this is for. But I decided that, you know, he would need some things in order to survive. He needed to get his wound covered up. He needed to find food. He had a small water source, thankfully. And, of course, he needed to get some confidence in him to face the water and to get home. So I picked and chose the agents carefully. I chose Radia because I've kind of shown her the medic, and she could easily tell Crunch the few little details about what he needs to do to help his arm. Flex is the cook. This was actually shown, it used to be shown on the LEGO website, and I've never really used it before, but I could easily have him tell Crunch how to make a banana coconut milkshake, which sounds disgusting in my opinion, because I don't like bananas or coconuts, but hunger makes the best seasoning. And then Cam, because I'm always using Cam as a word of reason, as someone the agents can go to talk to for advice. So those scenes turned out really well, and I'm very grateful that LEGO Fanatic 123 and I were finally able to get the dream border completely done, because there'd always been a little bit of space. And the other element that I added in that wasn't in the original Castaway movie was I was showing what everyone else was doing while he was on the island. Now, I could easily have done it just a long documentary about surviving on an island, but I didn't want to do that, partly because I needed to show them stopping Ogle, and that's what Alphateam's about. And I just think that would have gotten boring after a while. I mean, it was awesome in the Castaway movie, but I don't think that would work with Alpha Team. Just certain characters belong certain places. Anyway, so that was probably the hardest bit to come up with for this. I honestly didn't have much clue on what they would be doing. I knew after a while, and in the end I think I pretty much just stuck with the basics. I knew after a while they would realize he's not in the sea and start looking at the moon. And of course, at the same time, they would be exploring every possibility of where Crunch would be, not knowing that the island's there. But of course, in the end, Cam kind of starts to push people away from it, saying, you know what, we've been looking for 3 weeks. He's in the water, he can't even swim that well. He's probably drowned. If we don't find him here, then chances are he drowned. And the acceptance scene, just them accepting it all. I was going to have a single tear run down Dash's face, but I couldn't really do that with the helmet on. But I really wanted to make that moment really somber. Because it seemed, for the first time, they hadn't come close to losing an agent. They actually had lost one. Which, that would be their first loss, and that would suck. So yeah. I think that's about it. So, hope to see you at least a couple times this summer. First for the summer project, which will be displayed on YouTube right after Brickworld, so in the middle of June. And also for my next big movie, Johnny Thunder and the Tomb of the Ibis, which unfortunately the trailer's going to be a little late for that, because I only have 20 or some more yellow bricks, and I'm sending Johnny to Egypt. So, need to wait a little bit and get the yellow bricks. Anyway, stay strong, do your best, be yourself, and hang on tight. Things are always better in the end. And if they aren't better, it's not the end. Later!